Hello friends. Example number 3. What is the shortest wavelength present in the Paschen series of the spectral lines? Right. Now we know the formula of wavelength. Right. We know that the formula of wavelength is 1 upon lambda IF is equals to R into bracket 1 upon NF square minus 1 upon NI square. Right. Now we already discussed that for Paschen series the value of NF is 3 and for shortest wavelength the value of NI is infinite. Right. So for Paschen series value of NF is equals to 3 and NI is equals to infinite for shortest wavelength. Right. So 1 upon lambda minimum, right, shortest wavelength is equals to R into bracket 1 upon NF, value of NF is 3, so 3 square minus 1 upon NI is infinite square. Right. Now we know that 1 upon infinite is equals to 0, right? So 1 upon lambda minimum is equals to value of R is 1.097 into 10 raised to 7, right, and 1 upon 3 square is 9, right, because 1 by infinite 0. So here we can write that 1 by infinite 0, right. So lambda minimum is given by 9 upon 1.097 into 10 raised to 7, right. So lambda minimum is equals to 8.2 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter, right, 10 raised to minus 7 meter, right. Once again we have to find out the value of shortest wavelength for Paschen series. Now we know the formula of wavelength, right. The wavelength of the spectral line 1 by lambda or 1 by lambda IF is equals to R into 1 upon NF square minus 1 upon NI square. Now for Paschen series value of NF is 3 and for shortest wavelength NI is equals to infinite, right. So we put here the value of NF is 3 and NI infinite. So 1 by lambda minimum is equals to R 1 upon NF 3 square minus 1 upon infinite whole square. So 1 upon lambda minimum value of R is 1.097 into 10 raised to 7 and 1 upon 3 square that is 1 upon 9, 1 by infinite 0. So lambda minimum is 9 upon 1.097 into 10 raised to 7, right. So we get lambda minimum is equals to 8.2 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter, right. Okay. Now example number 4. A difference of 2.3 electron volt separates two energy levels in an atom. What is the frequency of radiation emitted when the atom make a transition from the upper level to the lower level, right. So here the energy is given. We know the value of energy E is equals to 2.3 electron volt. Now we have to find out the frequency, right, but when? So the atom make a transition from the upper level to lower level, right. So we know the value of energy E, we have to find out the value of frequency F. So simply we use the formula E is equals to HF, right? So here E is equals to 2.3 eV, but we have to convert this energy into joule. So 2.3 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule, right? We have to find out the value of frequency F, right? So we use the formula E is equals to HF. So we know that E is equals to HF. So F is equals to E upon H. Value of E is 2.3 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 upon value of H 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34, right? So we get the value of frequency F is 5.6 into 10 raised to 14 Hertz. So the frequency is 5.6 into 10 raised to 14 Hertz. Once again, here we know the energy E is equals to 2.3 V. We have to find out the frequency, right, when the atom makes a transition from the upper level to lower level. So simply we use the formula E is equals to HF. We have to find out F. So F is equals to E by H. Value of E is 2.3 eV. So we have to convert electron volt into joule. So 2.3 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 divided by H, that is 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. So we get frequency F is equals to 5.6 into 10 raised to 14 Hertz. Okay. Now example number 5. The ground state energy of hydrogen atom is minus 13.6 electron volt. What are the kinetic and potential energy of the electron in this state? Right. So here the total energy of electron is given. Total energy is minus 13.6. We have to find out the kinetic energy and the potential energy. So we already discussed this concept in standard 11. We know that kinetic energy K is equals to minus of total energy. So we know that kinetic energy K is equals to minus E, and the potential energy U is equals to minus 2K. Right. So we already discussed this concept in standard 11. Right. Once again I repeat, the kinetic energy K is equals to minus E and potential energy U is equals to minus 2K. Right. So simply we use this formula to find out the value of kinetic energy and potential energy. Right. So here total energy is minus 13.6 eV. So see here total energy is equals to minus 13.6 eV. We have to find out the value of kinetic energy and potential energy. So first of all, kinetic energy. So kinetic energy K is equals to minus E, right? So K is equals to minus, total energy is minus 13.6. here this is the value of E, right? So K is equals to this minus minus plus, so K is equals to 13.6 electron volt. Now for potential energy, so potential energy U is equals to minus 2K. So minus 2, value of kinetic energy is 13.6. So the potential energy is minus 27.2 electron volt. Right. So this is the very easy example. The value of total energy of hydrogen atom is given. Total energy is minus 13.6. We have to find out the value of kinetic energy and potential energy. So we know that the kinetic energy K is equals to minus E. So K is equals to minus value of total energy is minus 13.6. So kinetic energy is 13.6 electron volt. And potential energy U is equals to minus 2K. So minus 2, value of kinetic energy 13.6. So we get potential energy U is equals to minus 27.2. Right. So friends, you have to simply remember K is equals to minus E and potential energy U is equals to minus 2K. Okay. Example number 10. In accordance with the Bohr's model, find the quantum number that characterizes the Earth's revolution around the Sun in an orbit of radius 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter with orbital speed 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. The mass of Earth is given 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Right. So we already know the value of mass of Earth. Right. We already discussed this in standard 11. Right. Now we have to find out the quantum number. So we have to find out n. We know the value of the orbit of radius. So r 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. The orbital speed is known, so we know the speed v 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. We know the value of mass of Earth m 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram, and we have to find out the quantum number n. Right. So we know the Bohr's hypothesis. We know that mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi. Right. So we know the value of mvrh. Right. So from the Bohr's hypothesis, we know that mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi. So we have to formulate n. So n is equals to mvr into 2 pi divided by h. Right. mvr into 2 pi. Here h in denominator. So value of m is 6 into 10 raised to 24. The value of v 3 into 10 raised to 4. Value of r 1.5 into 10 raised to 11. mvr, then 2 pi. So 2, value of pi 3.14 divided by h. We know the value of h 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. Right. So we get value of n is equals to 2.6 into 10 raised to 74. So we get the quantum number n is equals to 2.6 into 10 raised to 74. Again, here in this example, we know the value of radius r is equals to 1.5 into 10 raised to 11. We know the orbital speed v 3 into 10 raised to 4. We know the mass of Earth m is equals to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. So we know the value of mvr. We have to find out the quantum number n. So from Bohr's hypothesis, we already know that mvr is equals to nh upon 2 pi. We know the value of m, v, r and h. So here we formulate n. So we get n is equals to mvr into 2 pi divided by h. So by putting the values of m, v, r, pi and h, we get n is equals to 2.6 into 10 raised to 74. Okay, thank you.